And we're live.
We can't have you on when we do conspiracy episodes. You'll be like, actually, that's not true. And it's like, damn it, that's not the point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not the guy for conspiracy things because I'm always the dude that's like, well, actually, and my wife hates me for that. So I just back away, you know, because I have friends of mine that are like really into like Sasquatch stuff, you know, like I squatching, I guess is what it's called. Yeah. And then I'm just like, well, actually, and then they're like, no, shut up. Don't want to hear from you. Let us
heard
leave.
way too much about Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, don't ruin my fun base. I started a Hulu documentary like as a background show just the other day. It was like Sasquatch. It was like follow so and so on their trip for, you know, looking for Sasquatch. And I got maybe like 4 minutes in, and it was like grainy footage of people just being like, I seen him up there. And I tell you what, that didn't walk like no bear. And I seen another. And it's like, this is what am I expecting to learn here? Like, I was expecting to like see images with like stats of the different like theorized Bigfoots, and it's like this is so stupid. The guy was like, he was taking it way too seriously. The presenter, you know, talking about like, you know, and 3 people were never seen again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Described as squanch-like or whatever the fuck he would have said. But yeah, that how much crow is everyone gonna be eating if that conspiracy theory ends up being 100% verified true that some sort of ape comes out of the northeast or northwest? Everyone would be eating crow on that.
It's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. There's no way that there's a North American land-based enormous animal that we haven't caught yet. Like whenever they're talking about like they'll talk about like life in the ocean and how like they're every time they go down to the Marianas Trench, they're like, yeah, we found like 10 new fucking things. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. First of all, they're all the size of your hand, and second of all, like people don't go down there. People don't go down there ever. Like James Cameron and you. Those are the 2 people who have been there fucking.
And animals that live down there can't live up here, right? So
Exactly.
we wouldn't see them swimming around at the shoreline.
Yeah, but we're talking about fucking Oregon. We're talking about like Saskatchewan. And we're talking about like North fucking America. And we're also talking about something that is the whole idea is it's like 8-10 feet fucking tall, and it's like bipedal. Like it would stick out like a sore thumb. It would stick out like a Bigfoot is what it would stick out. Like forget thumbs. You could miss a thumb. You can't miss a Bigfoot.
No.
You hit one with a car or like there's no animals in the woods that don't eventually get hit by cars or like
I think it's more likely. I think it's more likely that the Loch Ness monster or some type of version of the Loch Ness monster exists before Bigfoot exists.
Yeah, because there was an animal called a plesiosaur. Actually, there is that Gigantopithecus thing, and that was only like 100,000 years ago, whereas the plesiosaur was obviously millions of years ago. But what I'm getting at is like there was an animal that looked like what they described the Loch Ness monster as. Like, but I'm with you. Like, at least in Loch Ness, there's a lot of anything that could be under the water. It's like, yeah. Who knows what's down there? Like, it's not like we're down there exploring all the time. It's the same thing with space. It's like, yeah, there's almost certainly life out there. It's got to be. There's so much of it, and we've looked at so little of it. Yeah, I think there is, but like, no, there's no fucking Bigfoot. And anybody that believes in Bigfoot is just looking for some shit to believe in.
Yeah, I mean, Bigfoot seems unlikely because of what you said. We would have built a road through its habitat, or so we would have accidentally found it by now. Forget about hunters going. Like we would have accidentally.
You got to keep in mind, there's an entire sport called hunting, where dudes go in the woods, like hiding their body scent and wearing camouflage with high-powered weapons, and it's incredibly popular right where they say this thing is. Like I used to hunt all the time. If I'd ever seen a fucking Bigfoot, I'd have smoked it. I'd have been boom, headshot, and like I'm gonna be on fucking Time magazine holding this thing up. Like for sure, you shoot it if you're a hunter.
When you'd catch it with a is it called a deer camera? What are those things called? They just
those trail cams.
Okay. Yeah, those things are cooking all the time. People are out there putting bait just so they see what the deer activity is. It informs their next hunt. They'd find Bigfoot, period.
Yeah.
They'd find it. Yeah, there's no Bigfoot. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though, Kyle. If you kill Bigfoot, do you think that, because you said you get on the cover of Time magazine.
You become Bigfoot. There can only be one.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that you get on the cover of Time magazine because you killed Bigfoot, or do you think you get on the cover of Time magazine because, oh God, you killed Bigfoot?
Man single-handedly hunts species to extinction.
I got the mama Bigfoot. Them little feet tried to get away, but I smoked them too. And you got a couple little feet you hold up. You're like holding them by their leg.
There's a bunch of them like fish on the alternating on the
You got a
rope.
stringer of little feet. No, I think there would be some people who were like, "You killed Bigfoot, how dare you?" But like every hunter and good old boy in the world would be like, "God damn, he's a hero.
Yeah.
He finally got the Squatch."
Oh, that's good.
Creature. It has to be. I don't even think like Loch Ness or Loch Ness, whatever, would cover it. It would have to be the ocean. Like we definitely trolled enough in Loch Ness. People curious, like hunting for it. Like it would have to be like maybe literally in the Marianas Trench, like you were saying. And even then, there's no way we're gonna find shit like bigger than a blue whale. Like I don't think we're gonna find.
No.
We're not gonna find like another kind of whale or a monster. It'd be like, look at this dumb little shiny fish. You know, that bioluminescent because it lives where nothing should.
Yeah, that's true. Like, and even then, right? As you go deeper, like those particular like sea creatures, like they're not gonna find their way suddenly up and then have like no problems. Like it's not gonna be like the Meg, where Jason Statham has to swing in and try and save us all. Like this is just not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Like because the biology just doesn't freaking work like that. You're not submerged underwater, like in the deepest part of the ocean. Was it 200 kilometers or something like that? And then come up, and be like, I'm here, bitches. Like it doesn't work like that.
The blobfish, like everybody's like, haha, look at this dumbass ugly fish. Like the blobfish. It's like this.
Is it a cuttlefish? Am I mixed up? Is that what it is really called?
It's not a cuttlefish. The cuttlefish is the one that can change colors and like manipulate it. Like, it can look like different things. The blobfish, it looks that ridiculous because like it's being depressurized or repressurized at a ridiculous rate.
Yeah,
because it lives a mile underwater, and then you drag it up here, and it's like insides are like roiling and like turning inside out, and it's like obviously it's dead by the time it gets to the surface. But yeah, they look like pretty normal fish deep in the sea.
Ugly, but normal.
Crazy.
It would be like catching us. It'd be like God catching one of us and then reeling us into space and being like, "Ha, idiot!" Like he's all frozen and crispy and broken. Yeah. See?
Oh yeah.
It's weird how the nose sticks out. Like it gets more human looking on the surface.
Yeah, it looks like my uncle.
Uncle Blob.
Uncle
After
Blob.
Extreme tissue damage being pulled up rapidly by fishers.
Wow.
Is fishers the like politically correct term for fishermen?
You know it is.
No, I don't.
You know it is. Oh my God, it is.
Fishers.
Fishers.
That actually is kind of
like
nuts.
Fishers.
What do you do for a living? I'm a fisher. Actually, that works.
It's not the worst.
It doesn't work.
Bad, is it?
Oh, it's actually but nobody would say I'm a fisher.
Well, they
You'd say
would.
if you said like
They don't say I'm a teacher,
what do you
man.
do for fun. Oh,
I'm a teacherman.
I'm a teacherman.
I'm a teacherman.
That's a Jewish teacher, by the way.
Fire.
Teacherman.
Teacherman.
Yeah.